Yes.
Does your technology identify the location, or is it just the verification of the data that's provided?
Well, we identify the location through cell tower triangulation or assisted GPS technology. Generally, we know the location, but we don't necessarily report it because some people don't like that, and I understand why.
Are you able to tell me the difference between the second and the third floor?
Good question. The answer today is no, but we have the technology to do that, and as part of our technology, the backbone being all the E911 emergency notification systems by wireless. So if you're in your car and you're stuck or in an accident, they know where you are. It is possible to determine the height, but that system within the cell towers is not fully in place. But it is something that's possible to identify floor level identification through the accelerometer or barometer in your smartphone if you have one. Yes?
I'm trying to figure the magic sauce because I remember it's probably 7 years ago when I got my first Windows phone that Google Maps did cell tower triangulation when you didn't even have a GPS in your phone. So, what is it that you're doing that's advanced on that capability?
Well, we get the data directly by plugging in through agreements to the cell towers, and then we triangulate multiple towers. There are ways to know, this phone is connected by Wi-Fi or by cell tower to Hartford. But that doesn't say you're in Stamford. When you have 3 different towers or multiple signals, and we also have techniques to measure the distance between, we could get very, very accurate results quickly, almost in real time. So things have changed, but there are many ways to derive location on mobile devices. A lot of them can be spoofed and tricked by people who want to commit fraud. So because our data is called out of band from the cell tower networks themselves, it can't be tricked and therefore is a very, very reliable tool, something that banks, credit cards like Visa, MasterCard are very interested in exploring paying for. They think it will generate a good return on their investment and reduce their fraud, which is increasingly problematic and constantly subject to new malware and other damages. Yes?
What about wireless Wi-Fi only devices?
We can database Wi-Fi. That's our next generation product. Currently, we don't do that, but it is possible for a security technique. So let's say anyone on the Pitney Bowes World Headquarters campus can only access a certain site or conduct a transaction if their Wi-Fi is within range or hooked into the Pitney Bowes, or even in here, the Wi-Fi connection here. But currently, every location in the US and worldwide is accessible by cell tower, so it's a better solution, more mass market in the short term. Yes?
Is this platform here for retail, points of sale, in-person transactions, or are we talking online transactions?
Generally, in the technology field or banking field, it's called card not present transactions. So you're buying on Amazon or eBay. That's where the fraud is much more pronounced. When you're in a store, they have a signature, they have the physical card, you're there. Fraud is lower, not that it doesn't exist, but for card not present, online transactions, mobile banking, that's the real problem area. That's also the growth area. So the same solutions that work in retail of capturing a signature don't work when you buy on Amazon. So very easy to trick. There are also issues, something called friendly fraud, where your roommate or girlfriend or office mate may borrow your card without telling you, and suddenly you see a bill, and there may be some agreement about that, and usually you could get a credit if you say you didn't make the charge. So if there's a way to correlate and come back and say, well, your cell phone was right, at the time of transaction, that defense is much more difficult. So we're learning and trying a number of ways. In retail, right now is not the big area to make an impact on the problem.
So this requires no creating an XYVerify account or anything like that. It's all done.
Pinging, your phone is pinged in the background, It just needs to be on. There's no app that needs to be open, no software downloaded to the device whatsoever.
So what do you need from us? How can we help?
Well, we want to get people more involved. If you have ideas or interested in learning more and potentially working with us, for us, you know, have businesses in the area that might benefit from fraud reduction technologies, we'd love to speak with you and stay involved in the community together with Pitney Bowes and learn together and innovate together and grow together. Thank you.
Round of applause.